we going?
Maui.
We're going Maui. We just went shop at this one store. I show you guys. I don't know if we're gonna come back, but we stay in Maui.
Said, well, he told Herb, he said, we get the plans together, and he put up the money to build the Ho'ike'ike. So that's what they did, and how he did it was you have these families in the islands that are descendants of the old canoe makers, and nobody made a voyaging canoe, or ocean-going canoe forever, but they had made a lot of fishing.
You see that?
Things like that.
You see the prints
So
on
they got the
there?
families together, and
They
even
print
though
a
they
couple on
hadn't
them,
been
look, you
farming,
see 'em?
that knowledge had been passed down to them.
Yeah, they print them.
So they all participated and they built the Ho'ike'ike, and some parts of it were built on outer islands, like we had a local leader here named Sam Ka'ai who helped participate in putting things together for it, and they shipped it to Oahu to add on to the canoe. Herb Connie took a crew and he sailed it around all the islands, about 1,500 miles to prove that it worked. And then the other part of it was they didn't have a navigator. And, Polynesian navigation techniques are very different from what we use now. Right? There's no GPS or anything like that. The navigators have to memorize all the stars, different types of water, wave patterns. They say if you look at the wave, it comes from 12 different directions, like the face of a clock. If you're fogged in, but you know the wave patterns before you got into it, you can just follow one wave pattern. That will get you out of the fog. How the different clouds work. When you're out at sea and you see dark clouds on the horizon, only mountainous islands have dark clouds. Atolls don't have that. You have to know all the different types of birds. The seabirds, there's some that will fly, in the morning they'll fly out as far as 30 miles to hunt and fish. At nighttime they're going to head back. So if you recognize the bird and at nighttime he's headed this way, there's an island where you can probably get the water right over there. Anyway, there's just a phenomenal amount of information those guys have to know. And they say that in the 70s there was only 5 living navigators left, and 4 of them nobody knew where they were. There was one left over in Indonesia, and his name was Mao. And they contacted him and asked him if he'd be willing to navigate the Ho'ike'ike down to Tahiti for this event, and he agreed. Mao was trying to teach the youngsters in his village how to navigate, but nobody wanted to learn. So he didn't want to lose this information. But this opened up a door for him to teach new navigators, which is what he wanted. So they went off to Tahiti, and they knew they were coming. And when they arrived in Tahiti, there was like 17,000 people waiting on the beach when they pulled in. And their initial thing was they were going to go do this event, and then they thought, well, we'll just bring it back and turn it into a museum. But that never happened. They ended up sharing plans of the Ho'ike'ike. Mao, and they ended up calling him Papa Mao, but he ended up teaching all the young navigators now, and every Polynesian nation has its own ocean-going canoe now. Ho'ike'ike is pretty special because it's still sailing after all these years. It's been renovated. They think it will work. It will sail another 40 years, but it's sailed around the world. It took them 3 years. Just use the Polynesian navigation techniques. They have been to octopus. The local octopus is about, gets up to maybe 8 pounds. They're fairly small. They love the cowrie shell, but they would drop this lure down into the sand and kind of tug it along. When the octopus saw it, he would just come on it real strong. He's going to try to break the shell, but what he ends up doing is impaling himself on the hook. And then the guy just brings him into the boat. You got two guys there. You got the young man doing the heavy lifting, and then you've got the old guys with brain trusts doing where all the secret fishing holes are. This funnel you got here, this is used in the streams to catch. We have like 4 different types of crawfish or shellfish. We have freshwater lobster. We've got small shrimp up in the mountain streams. You've got these big red shrimp that are down out in the Hana side. You go out at night, and sometimes you'll see them, and they get pretty big. I mean, the shell of them is about so long with the feelers on them. It gets out here, and you take a flashlight and put it on some of the ponds, and it'll just be red from all of them. They also have a regular crawfish you find on the mainland here too. But anyway, they use to catch them in the streams with this. They would this is women's work, and they would kind of shoot them off to the side. Once they got the corners, they would kind of shoot in here. They also made another type of map, like one part over the
Take
Let's go look at the canoe. Did you see the canoe yet?
Yeah.
You gonna make shishi? Okay, go make shishi now. Men. Down there.
There.
Girls.